So, what does it take to play a real life character? I mean, are you the kind of person who is going to see, like, tapes or videos or read about them and try and get their body language right? Or are you going to say, I don't care, that's a part. I'm going to try and internalize what is just in the script and what Supan or whoever the director is has imagined, and that's how I'm going to present it.
It depends how much of the information that person or the character has had in the public eye, in terms of one is being aware of the person, of a certain character, probably only in photos or probably just in news pieces.
Yeah.
If it's an actor that you're playing, if it's a public figure whom the audience or people were aware that, okay, this is how that person walked, this is how that person spoke, this is how this is something very peculiar about their personality, then that's very different.
Right.
But it's still a very fine balance between embodying their essence versus mimicking.
Yeah.
It is not mimicking at all. That's a byproduct, that you're trying to create a look which resembles somebody, which reminds you of someone. But when there is very limited information available in the public, not just in public domain, but otherwise also, then it's a thinker.
Okay.
Then it's also a thinker. Then you have a canvas where, basis on what information you have, you go backwards and you try and imagine what that person would have been in real life at a certain point of time.
Nice.
That is what I did. That is how I would approach.
If such a role came your way.
If such a role
Yeah.
came my way.
I mean, it's all over the place. Okay, whatever. So this is,
Some things I think it's nice not to change.
No, the only
during
reason I'm
the-
asking you this question is because they're verified and it's out there in a dozen newspapers already. So it's not like Imran Hashmi started shooting for this film and all that. So, but I'm not asking you to confirm or deny anything.
No.
Yeah,
Also, of course, when you associate yourself with the film, of course you're so excited to talk about it. So much you want to talk about it, but you want to do it obviously the right
at the right
way.
time. Yeah.
But I also know who I'm talking to, and I would trust the person's sensibilities and aesthetics to how how gracefully you put something in words, and we answer, be it in assumptions or in whatever way, and give that dignity to both the sides.
When Kaabil came your way, I think it was your highest profile film. It had Hrithik Roshan opposite it. Again, that's a film. Tell me the reason you said yes to the film. Is it again something that you said, this is going to be a big success? Is that the reason? Or is it also, even when such a big offer came your way, did you all still say, do I want to play this part? Does this resonate with me? Those kinds of questions also came into the mix.
There were a lot of thoughts, but all those thoughts led to an absolute yes to Kaabil. I loved my part. I loved the story. I read the script, and of course, to get a chance and opportunity to work with such a massive, not just a massive star like Hrithik, but he's also, I think, a very fine actor. There's nothing wrong that you would assume would go with a collaboration like that. And it's big. It's all the people, and it's the whole team that you've probably wished once upon a time that you get a collaboration like this, and a substantial part to play, which is not just again ornamental, or not just you can be replaced if not her. Of course, anyone can be replaced by someone else, but you know what I mean. I auditioned for that part. They saw my tape, and I performed, and I thought this is also at the same time a great opportunity to do something different to visually impaired people, and how is their life going to be, and how are they just as beings, and then what happens in their life and the consequences. And so I was nervous, of course, which I still get. I really get nervous before any film that I start. But I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to do my best. I was taking, even before the film started, just on my own, I called my choreographer friend, and I said, could you just help me? And she's the only person I told outside family that I've got this film and there's a little dance sequence, and could you help me learn tango? I don't even know what the choreography is going to be.
Yeah.
And then you have to be visually impaired, and I would just take classes on my own. I figured a tutor to help me with nuances and this and that, and just really excited.
You